Hello students, in this video we are going to see how to simulate a CMOS inverter circuit on PSpice Orcad tool. So this is the first page of PSpice Orcad, and to create the project in the first page itself there is a getting started, and the new project can be started from here or from the menu. Go to file, new and project. So give the name of the project. I'm giving the name of the project as inverter, and create a new project using choose PSpice analog or mixed DAD, and then where the project is to be saved in your computer, and choose the directory where you want to save your project. If the directory is not created already, you can set the path here. Then after setting the directory, click OK, then choose create a blank project, then OK. So this is a page, this is the schematic page of the project. This is like a breadboard what we use in the laboratory to insert the components, and after inserting the components on the breadboard, to connect the terminals we'll be using wires. So let us first place the components on schematic window. So to place the components on schematic window, we can go to place menu. In the menu bar, go to place and PSpice components. Here whatever the components we need, the digital components and sources, input sources. So what are the input supply? The current sources or voltage sources or controlled sources. That these sources can be chosen from here, or even in the side menu there is a shortcut and the place part. Click here and see, I have already added all the library components. If there is no library components are existing, so click here add library, and it will take you to the library where the libraries are installed while installing the software, and choose all the libraries and just open it, which will add all the libraries in the second window. So choosing the particular library will display the number of components which are available on the library in this part list. So choosing specific component will display the symbol of the component here. To place for example to place capacitor or the resistor, I am choosing the analog library. So while selecting it, so the components which are available in analog libraries are displayed here. And for voltage sources or current sources, here source library, and the component which are available in source libraries are displayed here. So let us simulate a CMOS inverter circuit. So the CMOS inverter circuit is shown here, where the source terminal of PMOS transistor is connected to DC voltage source, and the source terminal of the NMOS transistor is connected to ground, and input is let's say the logic 1 or logic 0. So the sequence of logics are applied to the terminal where the gate terminal of both PMOS and NMOS transistors are shorted, and this is where we are going to give the input, and the output is observed at drain terminals. So if the input is logic 1, then the output will be 0. Input is logic 0, then the output should be 1. It is better to choose all the libraries. I am pressing Ctrl A, so all the libraries are chosen here, and in the part list, the parts, the components which are available in all the libraries are displayed here. Now the PMOS inverter is, the name of PMOS inverter is mBreak P. See, mBreak P. This mBreak P is the PMOS component which is available in breakout library. In mBreak P, the substrate is not connected to source, but in mBreak P3 the substrate is connected to source. Here I am taking mBreak P3. So double click here to choose the component. Yes, the component is chosen, and wherever you want to place the component on schematic window you can place. And after placing the component, press escape button to come out from the selection to leave the selection of the component, otherwise it will continuously hold the component. And next component we need to place, let me zoom it. Next the component is NMOS transistor. For the name of NMOS transistor I give here M break N3. So this component is available in breakout library. So double click and place it here. Escape. Yes. Here the source terminal of the PMOS inverter is shown below. So if we take it in the top, it will be easy for us to make the circuit connections. So choose the component and right click, mirror vertically. Now the source component is in top and the drain is in bottom. Next, source of the PMOS transistor is to be connected to DC voltage and source of NMOS transistor is to be connected to ground. So DC voltage source is VDC voltage, DC voltage source is available in source library. So double click and place it here. Next let me have the ground connection. So choose the ground, so place it here and here. To connect the terminals we need to have the wire, and so go to place and there is a wire option, choose wire option, or even inside window there is a shortcut of choosing the component place wire. So select here, and DC voltage source is connected to the source terminal of PMOS transistor, and drain of PMOS and drain of NMOS is connected. Source of NMOS I am connecting to ground, and yeah. So so the gate terminal of PMOS and NMOS are connected together. This is where we are going to give the logic, the input which is to be inverted, right? So by default the DC voltage source is 0. So to give the value, double click on the value of DC voltage source. By default it is 0, so I make it 5. So 5 voltage DC, right? Then to test the CMOS circuit, I'm going to have a sequence of pulse, that is sequence of zeros and ones. This diagram is showing the pulse waveform where the voltage V1 I will be taking as 5 voltage, and V2 I will be taking this as 0 volt, right? Then the single cycle period, this is the complete cycle period, and this is the pulse width, and this is rise time and this is fall time. So to generate a sequence of pulses we have to assign all these values. So to choose V pulse, so type here V pulse. After type, see the V pulse is available in source library. See the symbol is displayed here. So double click and place it here, then take the ground component, and now I selected the wire to connect this V pulse to gate terminals of PMOS and NMOS, and another side is grounded. So let me give V1 as 5. We don't want to type the unit here. By default it will be taken as voltage, so only the number we can type. So 5 voltage V1 and V2 0. Okay, and this TD is delay time delay. I'm just giving 0 voltage, there is no delay time I'm introducing. And rise time I'm just giving here 1 nanosecond, and fall time again 1 nanosecond. So pulse width and period. So if I choose here period of the single cycle is 10 millisecond, and pulse width should be less than the period. Here I am choosing the pulse width as 5 millisecond, half of the period. Let us take. Now the CMOS circuit is made, and DC voltage and inputs are given here. So save it. So we want to simulate it. We want to test whether the circuit is working properly or not. So to simulate the circuit, go to PSpice and create a simulation profile. So give any name here. Name I give here inverter simulate. So create. It will open another window, the simulation profile settings window. Yeah, so this is the window where the analysis type, there are different 4 types of analysis we are having: time domain, AC sweep and DC sweep and bias point. We will choose time response, time domain, that is transient response here. And here period, a single cycle period in V pulse is chosen 10 millisecond, and in case if we want to observe 5 cycles, we can choose run to time as 50 milliseconds, so that I can visualize 5 pulsed signals in the output window, right? So then apply, okay. So to run the simulation, go to PSpice and run. Otherwise here also the shortcut available, so click on run PSpice. So it will open another window where the graph is the plot is available. So again go back to schematic window. Here we have to choose. It is like observing the waveform from the CRO. So what we do to observe the waveform from the CRO, we take the probe, the level marker, see the symbol here or the level markers, take this marker. Here I want to observe the voltage, so take this voltage level marker and place this marker on the wire, so you can see the output window. In the plot, see initially 5 voltage, V1 is 5, then V2 is 0, again V1 is 5, V2 is 0. It is like a sequence of ones and zeros, logical bits we are having. This is applied to the input of CMOS inverter. Now we want to observe the output. To observe the output, it is better to have another plot. To add a plot, go to plot here in the menu and add plot to window. So new plot is added here. Come back to schematic window, take the marker, voltage marker, and keep it on output terminal where the drain terminals of the 2 transistors are connected. This is the output terminal. Place the marker here, and in the output window inverted values are displayed. So this is the input, so this is the input and this is the output. For logical 0, the inverted logical 1 is shown here. So this is how CMOS inverter circuit is designed and tested. And to view the code and power dissipation, go to view and output file, and here we can verify the PSpice codes and the power dissipated. So the total power dissipation here is of 2.51 into 10 to the power minus 11 watts. I hope you understood how to simulate CMOS inverter on PSpice Orcad tool. Yes, thank you.